Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'd like to share with you the 10 world expensive painting that have been sold. I'm aware that some of you have already known, however I do feel obliged to share with those who haven't got any idea what are the most expensive 10 paintings that have been sold. And of course, I like to start with the lowest number, 10, to the top number 1.
Drawing practitioner, apart from my drawing subject, I often looking and seeking for anything that fascinates me to draw, to improve, to keep practicing, to get better.
The number 10 world expensive painting that ever been sold was a pop-up painting masterpiece by Roy Lichtenstein, sold for $165 million back in 2017. It features band-aid dots and narrative material wrapped up in a comic book. Now the estimated value is about $174 million. The number 9 world expensive painting is New Couch. Translate is a reclining nude. Basically, it's a nude person, nude woman lying down on a couch by Amedeo Modigliani. It was sold for $170 million back in 2015. These oil on canvas work called reclining nude come from famous painter Amedeo Modigliani, who painted back in 1917, one of the most controversial painting at the time because of the nudity. The painting itself was sold back in 2015 to Louis Yi Kwan, a taxi driver turned into a billionaire. Nobody knows why he decided to buy it, but for sure, maybe he sees something that not many people are seeing: investing in art. The number 8 world most expensive painting that ever been sold is $179 million, sold in 2015 by Christie's, New York. The title Les Fameux d'Arguer, version 4 by Pablo Picasso. The world number 7 expensive painting is pendant portraits of Martin Solman and Option Copit by Rembrandt, sold $180 million when sold in 2015. And this portrait painting, actually 2 separate pieces, as a husband and wife, but always been displayed together since they are a married couple, and sold to 2 world famous art museums, the Ritz Museum in Amsterdam and the Louvre in Paris. Co-own these pieces, and they're taking turn to display them and always be displayed together as a picture of a husband and wife. Number 6 is the expensive painting ever been sold is by Rothko for $186 million, sold back 2014. Rothko is a very well-known contemporary abstract painter. Title of this painting is Violet, Green and Red. And the number 5 world most expensive painting that ever been sold is by Jackson Pollock. It's a well-known artist known as his dripping painting method. And this painting entitled Number 17A, it was in auction for $200 million sold back in 2015. Jackson Pollock is one of those contemporary abstract painter that didn't use the conventional material. Instead of using oil painting on canvas, he was using drifting resin on a firewood. And of course, the number 4 world most expensive painting that ever been sold was by Gauguin. And the title is rather interesting, fascinating name. Nafie for Ipoipo. Translate in English is, I think it's correctly, is When Will You Marry? In English, created by Paul Gauguin back in 1891. It was sold for $229 million back in 2015. And the number 3 world expensive painting ever been sold is by Paul Cézanne, entitled The Card Players, sold for $250 million back in 2011. And the number 2 world most expensive painting that ever been sold by William Kooning, entitled Interchange, sold for $300 million back in 2015. William Kooning created this oil on canvas painting in 1955, the well-known post-World War II abstract expressionist painting. And the world number 1 expensive painting that has been sold is by the great master Leonardo da Vinci, entitled Salvator Mundi, sold for, I guess, $450 million back in 2017, sold by Christie's, New York. Salvator Mundi is one of the best portrait works by Leonardo da Vinci, one of those masterpieces that was created in the Renaissance period. This $450 million worth of painting was sold to a prince of Saudi. He bought it on behalf of the Abu Dhabi, the Culture and Tourism Department. And I'm sure you would agree with me, there are more painting great masterpieces out there, not necessarily from the old grandmasters, but I'm sure there are much more beautiful artwork that worth to share and to buy. But from what we all understand, every artwork doesn't have to be extremely beautiful or extremely well known. It's all up to those who has the power, the influence to stitch this artwork, to be connected with the right people, to invest in the money, because they know in a long period of time, each of these artwork will increase its value, and you will never lose your money. Instead, it's another form of investing, apart from investing in gold or investing in real estate. Artwork is dynamic and inclusive form of investing money. Thank you very much for watching this video.